Welcome to Siesta with Suki. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I am joined by Eber Landa. Hopefully I said that okay. And we're doing, this is part 2, so if you haven't seen part 1 yet, you just happen to come across part 2, go to part 1. Fascinating story. All I'm going to say about part 1 is wait for the love letter. All right. So here we're going to be talking about, we're getting down to business. And for me, it's kind of important for you, the audience, especially if you're thinking about coming to Oaxaca, you visited Oaxaca, to even any place, not even just Oaxaca, anywhere around the world. There are people behind the businesses that you're going to. And there are real business concerns, and the business people really think about your stay and the environment, kind of everything coming together. So we're going to talk about today his business. We're going to talk about a little bit of his trajectory of starting the business, where it is now, where he'd like to see it in the future. We got a nice little bonus for you guys. As I am continuing my journey of really mastering the Spanish language, there are some words that I absolutely love and that I believe that everyone should know, even just in business and regular life. So we're going to talk a little bit about that as well. And we're going to talk about just sustainability. You know, how is it that when you go someplace that you can make sure that your stay also considers the other people in the environment. So we're going to talk about a lot of stuff today. So without further ado, Eber, you are on the hot seat, so we're going to get right into it. So very first thing I want to talk about is just the business environment. We are now, and don't know when you guys will all be watching this, but it is now 2024. And you have been in business for how long? In this particular business, because you've been in business essentially your whole life.
Yes, 2 years.
2 years, okay. So, and you're in business here in Oaxaca City. So talk to us about your business, where it is, the vision, the climate last year versus this year. So, dígame.
A ver, let's start.
Okay, let's start. Wait, before we start, because that was a huge sigh.
Well,
so I feel like we might need to siesta before the start here. And then, so my father used to say this thing when I was a kid. So I don't think my father watches these. Thank goodness. Because I might be in trouble. And he says, you know, some people, you don't even have to put butter on their lips. So this is not butter, this is mezcal on the lips.
Yeah.
And watch part 1 so you know how to drink your mezcal properly. Okay, salud.
Salud.
Perfecto.
Thank you, Suki.
Gracias a ti.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we kiss. Watch part 1 so you know what I'm talking about. Okay.
Pretty tasty, this one.
Yes, this is a good one.
Well, this is actually, we'll start the 3rd year.
Okay.
So, I really feel excited when I speak about them.
Well, first, before we start, I want to tell people the name of the business in English and in Spanish. So, en inglés y en español, lo mismo.
It's the same.
Okay,
Enuoia, we pronounce the same thing.
Sí.
Already tell the name. Enuoia. It's Casa Enuoia.
Casa Enuoia. Okay, and you are on Instagram, on...
We use mostly Instagram. It's our favorite platform.
Okay.
I really love Instagram. Also TikTok and Facebook, but mostly Instagram.
Okay, and let's spell it for everyone who doesn't know how to spell it.
Enuoia.
No, well, so you say it in Spanish, I'll say it in English.
Yes, because I was thinking in translate the
No. Well, that's too much for all of us. Okay,
No.
So you are Spanish, I am English.
Enuoia.
So you're gonna translate, you're gonna actually spell.
Spell it like, yes.
E-N-E. No, spell.
En español.
En español.
U-N.
Okay.
E-O-I-U.
Okay. So E-N. What's the other one?
E-U. No. I-A.
No. Yeah.
Enuoia.
Okay. So
It's hard, you think?
You know, I don't know. I don't think that it's that hard. I think that we have had too much mezcal.
Well,
So.
Enuoia means beautiful thoughts. It's
Beautiful
related
thoughts.
about the way we speak and empathizar.
And empathetic.
Yes.
Yes. How we empathize.
So we are empathizers. How do you say that?
You are empathetic.
Yes, but when,
So it's an empathetic place, and you can, in a very real way, feel what people are feeling.
Yes.
And bring them into a feeling.
And the way you feel when you feel comfortable when you are eating good food, there's no way you think like a bad thoughts.
Yes.
You think good thoughts. That's why it's like piensa bonito. It means good thoughts.
Good thoughts. Yes.
So the purpose of the name is about thinking good thoughts and feeling good, share good things with people, speaking good things with people, and this is the main.
Okay, so it's House of Good Thoughts is essentially what it translates into.
Yes.
So it's E-N, I don't want to spell it wrong. I should have written it down on a thing.
You should put it.
Here, yes, okay. Eunoia. There we go. Live, folks. Okay. That is how you spell it in English. And we have in Spanish, so look it up. So talk to me about how the concept came about and just what your initial vision was.
Yeah.
And then kind of where we are today.
Yes, well, the project when I started, and I'm really excited when I speak about this, I was trying to find a place to create a restaurant. And then I
What type of restaurant?
Seafood.
Seafood, okay.
Love.
In Oaxaca City?
Really loved, yes.
Okay.
So I was trying to, in downtown, I found a really beautiful house, and then I saw like this is too much space for a restaurant. Should I make something like a speakeasy, an Airbnb, and a restaurant? And it didn't work.
Okay.
So
Well, what didn't work? The idea or what?
the idea didn't work, and well, not the yes, the people who was the owner of the place just being thinking too much, and I didn't want it to wait.
Okay.
So I start to find new places,
Okay.
and that's how I find this house.
Okay.
And I didn't know in the beginning what to create in this place, so I was like, I will think it.
Okay.
Then it crossed to my mind like, this is the perfect place, of course, because don't want a restaurant, and I don't want to have a hotel, but I really would love to have a space where everything came together.
Okay.
So when finally I decided to take the house and start the project, we think about having experiences there that you can enjoy the place, the nature all around, the peaceful, because it's really peaceful place. So I designed good rooms, really good beds, pillows. I start to think like, okay, people need to be really comfortable here.
Yes.
And it changed too much from the beginning. I end all my project, my budget on the project. And
Let's talk budget, because this is where we need to all start drinking a lot, because no matter what the budget was in the beginning, it's always a number where you're like, oh, I need a full bottle to deal with this. Talk to me about the budget. But actually, before you even do that, can you take me back to even before you got to Oaxaca? Like, what made you say, I'm going to Oaxaca to do this?
Well, that's not a fun part.
Okay.
That's why I had to come to, not had to. It was the reason.
Okay.
Mexico City, I get robbed.
Robbed? Okay.
2 times. And the first time was with a gun, and I didn't feel like any.
You didn't feel the security.
Yes, I didn't feel safe.
Didn't feel safe. Okay.
And when the second time happened, I decided to move. I don't want it to feel like someone maybe is following me. So I moved. And when I came to Oaxaca, I really felt this energy, that this really safe space. Of course, we have issues here. But
of course.
Every city has an issue.
Yes.
And then when I think like, okay, I had this in the city, but I feel really secure here, peaceful. So that's why I moved to Oaxaca, and well, I
No, it's a good reason. I mean, certainly, feeling secure and feeling safe is very important.
mm-hmm.
And sometimes life sends you someplace because that's the place you're supposed to go. And I mean, your safety matters.
Yes.
Yes.
But by the beginning, I was thinking that will be a few months.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then
Oaxaca does that to people. You're like, I'm gonna be here for 2 months. Next thing you know, you wake up, it's 15 years later, and I'm still here. Okay.
No, I'm gonna be a father, and I'm like,
yes,
oh my god.
I know. Yes.
Only
It's
2
gonna be
years.
so beautiful. That
It's
is
really
fabulous. And so it's so beautiful, right? Because essentially it laid down the foundation for you to build a business and family.
And Oaxaca has this foundation about, I think, creativity. There's too much artists here around, and really beautiful ideas and concepts, and people's coming here because they are feeling attracted to this vibe.
Yes.
And later we talk about the other vibes.
Yes. We will talk about the other vibes later.
But yes.
Okay, so that's how you got here, and it's not that it's a bad thing. To be honest, a lot of people leave and go someplace else for better security,
Yes.
And to start fresh and to feel better in the foundation. And so you mentioned I wasn't going to do it because I was like, I don't know if he wants to tell people, but you are going to be a father. And certainly, feeling secure for the young one coming up is really important. Feeling that you're providing a space of security for them is vital for the process.
Yes.
And
because
congratulations on that.
You can handle to go to the city, and it's okay, and live in the city. But when you're thinking about a son, you want to be like really protectful.
Yes.
And also that can breathe a good air.
Yes.
Calm.
Nice. Yes. People still say hello to each other, and there's still that sense of community.
And your child can walk around, and it will be fine.
Yes.
So I really love that.
Okay.
Well, so yes, my budget on the project ends.
Okay.
And
when did the budget end? What was your budget? You willing to tell us? You don't have to, but you can.
No, it's okay. I didn't have too much money actually. I actually create by myself too many things in the house, and I didn't go and buy the things on the big.
Like big markets or anything?
Yes.
Okay.
At Liverpool, or something.
Yes.
I didn't buy that.
Well, you can't be in business and buy anything at Liverpool. Sorry, Liverpool.
No, yes.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Mercado Libre. I'm just saying.
But you can be our sponsor if you want.
You can be our sponsor. Okay, so we appreciate your help and assistance.
But yes, definitely I find a way to buy the things and build the project, and I didn't want to be like any piece of, I don't know. I don't know.
No, dígame en español. We'll work it out.
Okay.
Yes.
No quería comprar cualquier cosa.
Okay.
I wanted to.
So you don't want to buy just anything.
I wanted to connect with the things that we'll use every day on the house.
Okay.
So the table.
The table is beautiful.
The table is beautiful.
So this is where we beg our videographer. So this is the part where we say to our videographer, we are going to send you a picture of the table. Please put it in right here. Gracias.
Gracias.
It's a beautiful table,
And you can see not like in a like an authority position.
Yes.
You sit in the ground.
Yes, it's a beautiful table.
In the floor.
Love it. Yes.
So I love that. And finally, well, my budget was like 600,000 no 600,000 pesos.
600,000, so 600,000 pesos.
Yes.
It's okay.
So it wasn't too much money.
Okay.
For a business to start. And we didn't have any money for outside furniture.
Okay. I know this world.
So people, when they came to our house, they sit on the floor and we put some mats and they sit on it and they have fun.
Because it's a beautiful outside space too. It is really stunning.
And
so.
because it depends about our energy.
Absolutely.
If you said this is beautiful, let's sit on the ground and let's
and
enjoy
smell the air and the freshness of the air. Yes.
But it's not for everybody.
Let's pay attention here, ladies and gentlemen. This is important. What he said here is so vital. What we're talking about is going to a space that resonates with you, and it's okay if a space doesn't. And that's why sometimes people ask me, oh, it's very strange that you would have someone on the show who's like a competitor. But the thing is, we're not competitors, right? We are all here together. There are some people who they want to be in a space like this. There are some people who want to be in a space like Air Bears. And there are some people, because I am all about working together with people, ideally, I'd love to do something where it's like someone does 2 weeks, they do 1 week here and 1 week there, and they just kind of get the best of both worlds.
Of course. And it's good to learn.
It is good to learn, and so we don't act with our customers or our clients like, you're mine. Oh my gosh,
Don't
like,
go to this place.
Don't go to this place.
Why?
Like, we actually want people to really experience all of Oaxaca has to offer and experience the different vibes of Oaxaca. Yeah. I like going to your place. I love the peace. I love the table.
Thank
you. The pool is fantastic. It feels so good. And I am such a person for original architecture. Like, I love that. That's why we kind of kept the original here. When I go in and I see that, when you see the original architecture, that was like built by love.
Yeah.
And so you can feel it, and it's very cool, So there is a space for the person appreciating what it is that they have, and and you mentioned another place to me, I can't remember the name right now, another person that you also work with in Oaxaca. So I just want to say to all of you, like, we are here, and a lot of us with various businesses, we know each other, and we actually work together. Yes. We're not, if you call me and you say, hey, I want to stay here, and if I don't have space, or even if I do have space, but you say, you know what, I'm looking for a place where I need to get away from people for a couple of weeks. I don't want to talk to anybody, look at anybody, I just want to be at peace. I'm going to send you to Eber.
Yes.
Eber is going to give you peace.
And the same thing. So the energy goes in a like circle. This.
Yes.
So if we stop it, we will not.
Yeah, we create a wrong vibe for Oaxaca in and of itself, and that doesn't make any sense. So
and people were telling about the energies. People who is attracted by energies will help you and will give you advices and will give you love and will congratulate you for what your effort is making.
Exactly right. They will understand your intention, and they will feel your intention when they walk through the doors. Yeah. So this is very, very important.
And also feel it when it's only business.
That's right.
Like, you're a product, buy. Like, you feel it.
Yes, you can. Yes, when somebody treats you that way. So this is 100% correct. So you were talking about your budget. The budget is fun.
It's really fun because actually, when I finally end to decorate all the house, I went outside the house and was like, oh, so beautiful! Finally, we have the house ready. No, we don't have any furniture outside. So where people will sit, where people will be comfortable here.
Yes.
But yes, it was a really beautiful because we have the garden green and we have the green areas. Unfortunately, this year is too much. It's really dry, the area. But well, when we arrived, was really green everything. So people sit on the green areas and the floor, and we put out the mats. So people enjoy the place, and people feel and see like the intention. And it was, yes, this is a beautiful project, and la. Finally, 1 year later, we could be able to change that and put some more communities for people. But I have some pictures that people is sitting on the floor.
And I'm sure they were happy though.
Yes, of
because ultimately
course.
it's a beautiful space. So last year, business was different than it is this year. So tell me about
Yes.
how different it was and what do
Oh,
you think?
we didn't have like almost any decoration outside, any furniture and anything, and yes, of course, other things in the house that you need. I can give you a list of things that we need to be comfortable sometimes.
Okay.
So yes, I started with my own things from my house, the kitchen. How you say the
Utensils?
Los-
Dígame en español.
como sartén, las cosas para cocinar.
Sí, so the kitchen things.
Yes,
The
I
kitchen
didn't
items.
have the money for buy, so I bring my own things.
Okay.
We start with that,
Okay.
so it's beautiful, and then we start to decorate, to buy more things, to think like, okay, people will be more comfortable with this, and we create the teepee, we created the temazcal, we paint the pool.
Pool's beautiful.
So it changed too much. The pictures from the beginning, the pictures now, and of course, if the universe and God allowed us, the next steps to be comfortable. We wanted to provide a safe space, but also like communities that we all love.
Okay.
So, yes.
So your budget though wasn't enough to completely realize the dream.
Yes.
Okay. Did you
Yes.
think it would be though in the beginning? Did you think when you first started you said to yourself, this is the money I have, I'll be able to finish everything. Did you think that?
Yes.
Okay, me too. It's okay. We all
Yes.
think that.
Some days I was thinking, because I've been alone in the Casa Enuoia. I worked alone like 1 year and a half,
Okay.
and yes, sometimes doubts came to me, and the first year when I was almost to end the contract, I started to think maybe I will not make it. Maybe it was a bad idea to start this alone, but people come
Okay.
and see the place and give me like this push to do more of me and give more of me.
Okay.
So yes, it changed my idea about like I can do more. Yes, I can. And
Okay.
yes, of course, it's like water.
Yeah.
Like water.
The money is like water. Do you work with other people? Like, do you get contractors and things like that ever?
But well, yes, I work like a few months, just 2 months with more people that try to help me. But this is other part of business. If you bring the correct people to help you, will help you. If
Okay.
you bring people that doesn't match with the energy, and that's what happened to me, because I could be able to bring more money to grow the business, but this partner didn't help for anything. So it was more work for me. Feeling grateful because I'm healthy to do it,
Yes.
so I could manage. But I didn't have any help to do it.
To do
So I had to take my I don't know, my
Dígame en español,
this
está
energy,
bien. Sí, sí,
my
sí.
this spirit, and it's like, okay, you can do it, Ever.
Okay.
You know you can. Maybe you are alone here. Maybe you miss the city and the friends and your family and your girlfriend and your and things and whatever. But what is your intention here? Because if you want to create a family, can be a good option. Because when you find like the right person, you will start to think like, okay, I want to do this foundation really good
Yes.
for us.
For us
So
and family.
you start to
Yes.
think like, shh, all the time. and it was okay. Give your best. Give your best, and was the hardest part of everything. To don't forget the purpose and the intention, and to enjoy the moment. What are you creating? And that was I think
That kept you going.
yes, that
The motivation.
yes, recharged me again
And then you were able to keep going.
to keep going.
Okay. So having a purpose greater than yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
And don't forget to enjoy.
And don't forget to enjoy. Okay.
Don't forget to have fun.
Don't forget to have fun. Okay. Now some parts though are not fun, right?
Yes,
So-
too many things about business are not fun.
Yes. Oh, well, we don't want to scare you guys.
Sit like, do your maths. You're the projection.
Yes, there's definitely a lot and you can project all you want. You do all the math and all the projection, and then the projection goes right out the door with the money and the water that needs to go. So tell me about guests and the criticism that hurt you the most.
Yes, it was hard. I mean, I'm Mexican, but when I came here, some people told me like, you are not from Oaxaca. So if you are not from Oaxaca, why do you want to create something here? And I was like, I'm from Mexico, so yeah, we are the same country, and yes, one day, someone that I love told me, this is not authentic. This is not authentic from Oaxaca.
What is not authentic? Your business?
Yes. And I said, no, I don't want to be authentic from Oaxaca. I want to be authentic from me and create this space for people, for everyone, not only people that can come from any country, but his own country can visit here and feel different energies. And that's why I'm not in downtown. Downtown is different energy. And
yes.
I wanted to just be here, outside the city, outside the east. And yes, it was the beginning. It was really hard. People didn't come. My friends from Oaxaca didn't come to the business.
Okay.
And for me, I feel really insecure. Like, why my friends from Oaxaca are not coming to my business? What is wrong with business? What is some part of maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. There's no answer. Obviously, we're just here talking. Because I understand it from a different standpoint. I mean, I'm an obvious foreigner, right? And there's always the question of, are you adding value? So for me, I guess what's very important is I personally believe in paying homage to Oaxaca, and just an appreciation for the fact that, obviously I'm here, my family's here, and always recognizing that I want to give more than I would take. And so I do think about it, because sometimes I'm conscious, right? I'm not an unconscious person. I get that my presence might inadvertently trigger something else.
Yes.
And that might not be my intention, right? My intention is to give value, give back.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I'm we're so big on sustainability,
yes.
Making sure that we're using rainwater and we're not using any of the water, and we're not using the CFE, and so we're capturing the resources and we're doing all of that. In part, it's because I don't want to take away any resources from the people, right? And so it's very purposeful and it's very thoughtful. But when people just see you,
part of everything.
I just want to be part of the people, exactly. But when people see you on the outside, there's kind of an assumption that's just made. And sometimes, though, even though something's not your intention, the result is still the same anyway. And we kind of have to acknowledge that, right? When different people come into Oaxaca, it is going to change Oaxaca in some way. And I don't know that we should pretend that it doesn't. I do think we should acknowledge, because some of the criticisms I hear, I completely understand.
Yeah.
Rents have 100% gone someplace that is just amazing in 2 years. I mean, it's very surprising even to me. I've been here and I watch it and I'm like,
yes.
oh, wow.
Even for people that we are from Mexico, people who's coming from Mexico City and come here, it's like, wow, this is really expensive. Yes, we know.
Yeah.
It changed too much.
It changed a lot. A little ice cream, the lady the other day told us it was like 10 pesos. I was like, oh my gosh. And after you've been here a while, you're like, oh, carísimo. No, And then you go to your local person because you're like, no.
Locals don't go there and buy anything.
Oh no, and neither do I. Yeah, so I don't go to those places anymore. So I have my people, I have my Tejate person. So, you start to know your people and then you kind of stay, you stay local. But to the defense of some of the businesses, the reality is rent in Centro is very, very expensive.
Yes.
Okay, it's very. And you cannot keep the business open.
Yeah.
And still charge what they would say is the local price.
Yeah.
There's not much that you can do about that. So either you close the business or you have to charge the price. But there's not really a thing in the beginning. So I found, and I guess I wanted to talk to you about that because obviously you're obviously Mexican, right? I'm not at all. And so even being Mexican, you certainly faced a little bit of well, you're not exactly from here.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I never expect that.
You didn't expect that.
Because I'm traveling in my own country.
Your own country,
Yes. I
yes.
really love my country.
Yes.
Not only Mexico City.
But you love your whole country.
Yes, of course. I see the beauty in every corner of this country. I love it. And that's why I'm here in Oaxaca.
Yes.
Because I love the
because
way
for
the
you
people
it
is. I love the beauty of the people. I love the food. I love,
Yes.
That's why we are here.
Yes.
And we don't want to take something of Oaxaca. We want to give and share something.
Yes. And I suppose that what probably, and I can't speak for Oaxacan people at all, so.
No, yeah.
Please do not accuse me of that because I don't do that. But I imagine that the people of Oaxaca want to make sure that, one, people don't come in and try to change
Of course.
them
really
and the traditions. So not only you respect. I mean, this morning I had mermeladas for breakfast. This was not me 3 years ago. This is a totally different thing. But this is, just now, I'm all my mermeladas and clayudas. And so appreciate and don't try to change.
Yes.
Or kind of disrespect in any way their culture. So
just be part of it.
Yes.
Yes, we don't need to change anything. It's perfect in the way it is.
It is actually very perfect in the way it is. So I'm completely with you. So I did want to ask you about business this year. Generally speaking, from a lot of business owners, has been slow during this period, right? And in some ways, do you think it has anything to do with the, people certainly have been talking about people not feeling as welcome as they had in the past, So anyway, you tell me what you've been seeing. I mean,
Well, but I didn't feel that.
No?
No.
Okay.
Yes, I hear some things, of course.
Okay.
But mostly, people in Oaxaca are really happy to share the culture, to give you advices where to go, where to eat.
This is true.
So mostly, but I don't feel that energy. So
I think it's a very internet thing. I don't like when you walk the streets. I've never had a bad conversation with anyone. Nothing.
We saw some people that is on the protesta. How do you say?
See, like protesters. Yes.
Say yes, you can see, but no, people is, I think people is really get used to see people around the world here, and people understand that they're having his money from tourists mostly. Some states in Mexico, this is the main
driver of the economy. Yes, the main economic driver. But at the same time, there are some valid concerns. I mean, obviously, people are concerned about the water.
Yeah.
They're not sure what to think, right?
And also about protect the culture, as you said.
Yes.
Like, don't change this. This is ours, and we protect our culture. So, and I think it's good.
Okay. I mean, people can obviously be responsible. I mean, I know it probably feels good to go someplace and go on vacation and take a 50-minute shower.
No.
Let's not do that here.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah. You know, it's okay to be.
Not even 10 minutes.
Oh. It's fast to go. So I mean, it's definitely okay to be cognizant, and I think actually it's something that affects the world. It's one of those things where people don't tell you about it when you're in some countries and in your mind, because I know in my mind for a long time water was kind of like this infinite thing, like we just have water everywhere, and I just didn't consider. First of all, we can't actually drink ocean water, right? So it's actually fresh water. So when you start thinking about how much fresh water we have, and water is just a closed system, there's enough water for all of us. So it's not to say there's not enough water. We collectively are not collecting the water, reusing the water, working with the water in a way that makes sense, and that's what we have to kind of get to.
Yes, we need to change the relation with the water.
We need to change our relationship with the water, and it sometimes it starts with us in a small way. Obviously, we're trying to do our part here, and then sometimes it's the small kind of leads to something big. But it starts at the very beginning with the being cognizant, understanding. And I have to say for myself that I have to credit, my eldest one, right? She has been talking to us about climate change and all of that forever. I remember there was one time, might have been 2-3 years ago, she's like, Mommy, I've got 10 bags of rice and 10 things of water in my house. And I'm like, okay, you're like a little crazy. Like, what are you talking about? I mean, she's borderline talking apocalypse to me. And I'm like, what?
Yes.
What are you talking about? You're preparing for an apocalypse. Why are you preparing for an apocalypse? You must be calm. But I have to say that I'm not preparing for an apocalypse, so I haven't gotten there. But I do think, and that's why I love talking to my younger brethren, is sometimes you all see something that we older generations sometimes don't see, and we need you to be the catalyst and the one sometimes to tell us, let's go, let's take some action.
Let's change this.
Let's do this. This is what's happening.
Yeah.
This may not have been how you grew up. Maybe when you grew up this was not a thing, but it is a thing now.
Actually, I think that maybe we take too much time about this, like thinking of we will need to change this in the future. But now we need to be really fast with these changes.
Right now, yes.
Like, it doesn't have to be really, really in a critical situation, because we are.
We are. We shouldn't have waited for that.
But we could be worse. This
That's
can
true.
be worse.
Yes.
So why we need to wait to change this? We are really smart. We can collect the water. We can take care of the water. We can know how to treat our trash.
Yes.
And it depends about our relation, that we get used to waste too much things.
Yes.
We're living in a world that is too much abundance here, that we don't think about that.
Yes.
Just because the earth is so abundant and can be green doesn't mean that will be green forever if someone doesn't take.
Yes, that's exactly right. We have gotten too used to waste, so we have to kind of change our thinking. Even as we come here and we still go around the world and see the world, when we talk to each other a little bit more deeply about what we can do and sustain in the communities.
Yes.
Well, thank you for that. I hope that people hear what you're saying, because I think this is really, really important, and that they know that business is not separate from caring. Business is not separate from knowing that we are connected to each other in a just small interconnection and big interconnection.
Yes, right? And sustainability is not only about take care about water; it's about take care about the community too.
That's right.
If I take care about my neighbor, it will be a healthy community.
That's right.
If I buy not to the OXXO, not to the big ones go. That's it's also sustainability.
Yes.
So yes, we need
And
to
then
change.
and in that way, when people, especially when people come, whether they move or they're just visiting or what have you, there's not that feeling of taking, like, oh, you're taking something from. It's more of a, we're kind of contributing to the community.
Yes.
So I'm going to segue with you. There's not even a natural segue, so here we'll just allude to it. Because that, first of all, hopefully you all pay attention.
Salud.
Salud. So I want to talk to you about the future, the vision,
Yes.
and what you need for kind of going forward. So you and I talked briefly, offline, and you talked about potentially doing a crowdfunding
Oh yes.
campaign. And so talk to us about that. I don't know if you're going to do it, but if you did, what are you looking for? What are you looking to do with it? How can people donate? What's the deal? Talk to us.
Well, actually, you gave me really good advices, so thank you. Suki, take one morning to write me a Bible about things that I can do, things that I can change, and that I feel really grateful with you. All the day I was thinking about you, like, wow, Suki, thank you.
You're very welcome.
So-
I got to stop you for 30 seconds because anyone who's already watched this knows that 2 weeks ago I promised to mind my business with speaking to Wilbert, and I said I'm not going to do that anymore, and I did it. I don't know. I'm probably a hopeless cause because yes, when I see the ideas, I'm like, yes, we can do this, save the world.
Yes.
So yes, I promised, and I didn't even make it 2 weeks. So now I've confessed. And so you don't have to send me messages talking about, I thought you said 2 weeks ago you weren't going to do that. But yes, talk to me. Dígame.
Bueno, yes, you really give me good ideas, and sometimes when I speak about my business, I speak about business, and Alpha, I don't want to say girlfriend because we are almost married.
Yes. I mean, basically, this is it.
Yeah,
Yes.
basically. Tell me, like, speak from your heart. Tell about what you did here. All your love, you put it here. I know that you think maybe sometimes like a businessman, but also merge this and tell why you create this. So, yes, the purpose of this business, it was about connect people, about be true when you are there, that you be in the present, that don't feel distracted, that you can reconnect with you, right? So yes, we want to continue with this dream,
Okay.
and
Because at this point, you've used the budget. You
I
spent the
used-
budget, and then you spent over the budget. And
yes.
Yes.
And it's not a small idea, and it's not a small
Project.
dream, right?
Yes.
You didn't have more budget, and I start with what I have in the moment.
Yes.
So
So you self-funded. So basically, you
Yeah.
worked, and you took all of your money, and you put it in.
yes,
So now we're to the community. So at this
Yes.
point, it would be you're looking to kind of bring the community into your dream and your
Yes.
vision,
and more people come and enjoy.
and more people come and enjoy.
Because when you realize, as you said, yes, we are all one. Nothing it belongs real to you.
That's true. It is for all of us.
Yes, it's for all of us. So yeah, I want to more people come, enjoy the place, and I'm pretty sure that people will get in love as I do of the project, of this idea, this dream.
Okay. So tell me the next step of the dream, though. We're going to assume, because all of you guys are really great people, we're going to put up the link to the crowdfunding campaign. You're all going to press the button, and at the very least, you'll be the supporters, and you will raise everything that you want to raise. So once you've raised the full money, what are you doing with it?
Well, continue with the dream. We continue with growing and sharing with more people. I think now people can donate from 100 pesos to 10,000 pesos or
Or more,
whatever
if
you
you feel like
want.
If you are a millionaire and you are so moved, you will not say no. Liverpool, He will not say no. As a matter of fact, Liverpool, he will put your utensils and kitchenware in his kitchen.
Yes.
Yes.
Sponsored
by Liverpool.
So, yes, we start this idea about donation, and people can receive something from us too.
Okay.
So started by 100 pesos, they can go and have a pool day in a house.
Okay.
Or it depends about the amount, but it doesn't. It means that has to be precisely that. No, we wanted to give more things to the people about what they will receive in the space.
In the space. Okay.
So donation is okay. You donate something, and you can go and enjoy the house, and you can go and know how you will feel in the project.
Or you can even gift it to someone else. Mother's Day is on Friday.
Yes, it can
right?
be a gift.
So yes, it can be a beautiful gift.
Yeah.
Okay. So I won't say that too loud, Evan.
Oops.
Oh, okay.
We're
I guess
okay?
we clash. Yes, I think we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess that's our sign, though. It's like telling us wrap it up. Okay. So we will do that.
We are
So
almost
I'm
ready.
going to give you your 2-minute spiel. Talk to our audience, and there you are on your camera, and tell them about your space, where they can find you. If you're ready for the donation part just yet, I don't know if you are, but even if you're not, whenever you are, I'll just make sure to put it in the description. So
Thank you.
yeah.
Well, we are ready now.
So what platform are you on? When you say you're ready, what's that mean?
GoFundMe.
You're on GoFundMe. Okay, excellent. Okay.
We are there now. We just started the campaign.
Okay.
We didn't post anything because we wanted to speak with the owner, that he knows what we all do.
Okay.
We never failed to this man. He's a really nice person.
Okay.
So we want to continue. We all our energy is on this.
Okay.
We have the campaign already, so we were thinking to launch today or tomorrow the campaign.
Okay.
I will give you the
link.
The
yes.
link.
Yes.
You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on TikTok and Facebook. Mostly, you will see that we use Instagram to do this and to raise this money.
Okay.
And yes, we will put all our effort on Instagram now. By now, almost all our community is there, and yes, I don't know how ¿qué más decirte now?
No, it's just I think this was good to just kind of let people know the person behind and the intention behind, because you don't always have a lot of time to talk to so many people, and they don't have as much time to get to know you. So this was a great opportunity for that. So I really thank you for coming and sharing that with us.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
I will leave you, ladies and gentlemen, with just the final. So thank you, first of all, for joining me. Thank you so much for listening to the conversation with Eber. I learned a lot. Did we not do, what? I think I promised you something that I didn't do.
Mm-hmm,
You did, right? You recognized that. So we're going to have to do it right now. Okay, so give me my word, molestar.
Casi me molesta.
Okay, molestar. Okay, so this is the Spanish word that you want to know in business. I love this word because in English, you have to use all these different words. Frustrated, irritated, angry, blah, 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 blah. But molestar.
You can get the one.
You can get the one word. You get everything. So you just throw this word into your vocabulary, and it works for like 50 different sentences. And the best part, though, about this word is I might be saying to you in my mind, I am so ticked off. But the person is hearing, she's really irritated. So it actually works, right? For just basic connection.
Está molesta.
Yes. So they're not quite sure what the intensity the person is feeling, and so you say it with different intensity. Fantastic word. So I always have a problem with my conjugation. My Spanish is generally okay, but conjugating verbs is no. It's like no bueno. So I'm working on it. So Eber is going to work with me today on conjugating the verbs. So give it to me. How and the
Oh,
audience, tell us.
I would love to tell you examples.
Okay, I'm ready. Yes, give me some good
Because
ones.
it can be like when you in your shoe has a little stone.
Okay,
It can be like, oh, this is molesto.
okay,
But can be also for, yes, as you tell, it can be for anything. Like, oh, this client is kind of molesta. Es una molestia.
es una molestia.
Es una molestia.
Es una molestia. Okay, I can do that. Es una molestia. Because right now I go with es un poco raro, but that doesn't work. O especial, that's the word.
Especial.
I go with especial, but I can do
También.
molestia, ¿sí?
Yes.
Okay.
So, molestar
Molestar.
can be like, also like, quiero molestarte.
Okay.
Molestarte puede ser solamente por diversión. Can be only for fun.
Ah, okay.
Like, voy a molestar.
Like I'm gonna bother.
But it also can be like, ¿te molesta if I took this?
Would you be bothered if I took that?
¿Te molesta si
would you be
tomo
troubled?
esto?
Okay.
Ajá. O me molesta que hagas esto.
My goodness, this is like the everyday word.
Sí.
Okay.
So it works for too many things.
It works for a lot of things.
Yes. For your next podcast, I will send you my favorite words.
Okay.
I will not say today because.
Okay, because you have to watch the next one. That's right. Okay, very nice. That's that business marketing coming. Okay. So that's going to be our next word. That is a fantastic word. We will definitely go ahead and use that. Muchísimas
Si no te
gracias.
molesta, te las mando.
Gracias. The last one on that. Beautiful, perfecto.
Gracias.
Gracias
Suki.
a ti.
Gracias.
Okay.
Besitos, más besitos.
Más besitos. Well, again, thank you so much for joining us. Now we're going to wrap it up. So I do want to obviously talk to you about where we are. So we are filming here at our podcast studio in La Soley. So you can visit us on
beautiful place.
lasoley.com. So here's how you spell it. I'll put it in the links there for you. And we do offer spaces for people to stay here in Oaxaca City. We are about a 20-minute walk from Zocalo. And our particular space, what I guess differentiates us, is our vision of being an off-grid eco-urban center, so that we are completely sustainable, but we're still, in the city and close to the city grid. So you have your options of being in the city or going out a little bit, further and having the pool. Like I mentioned to Eber, we are not just a space, we are actually a resource with connections with other businesses here in Oaxaca. So we don't just, you come here and you stay with us and that's it. If you need recommendations for other places to stay, if you need recommendations for...
Pretty sure that you know everybody here.
I don't know, not yet.
But if you don't know everybody, I will help.
Okay, well there you go, I will help. So we're definitely a resource. As well, we work with tour guides and that kind of thing. So for us, it's really about the experience.
Yes.
More than anything else.
You can feel it when you get into this beautiful place.
So thank you, I appreciate that.
Yes.
And we just
La Soleil no me molesta nada, hermoso.
Perfecto, guys. La Soleil is the place of the sun. So that is kind of our spirit. It's the spirit of the sun is kind of what we're doing here.
And you can feel it.
Well,
yes, and every room, all the space. I love the water thing you did.
Yes.
Definitely, it feels the love.
Oh, thank you.
Truly, it feels the love of your family, of you here.
Yes.
People will love that.
It was the love and the love of the money, the water kind of going too. Well, that is all for today. Thank you so much, Eber.
Thank you.
And I will see you next time on Siesta with Suki. Ciao.
Ciao.